Apparently I could do the Fisher now, having looked it up. Thiolliers, if I speak to him, should move on to that location. But I'm going to lower the water here and do one thing here before I leave. For no other, I don't think it actually does matter, but my reference guide, which has been so trustworthy, is telling me to do this next. So I'm going to go talk to Queeline while I'm here. At some point, probably right about here, the little explodey dudes are gonna, yeah, there they are. Oh, I'll take the second to run up here and grab this. And there's another one. Now I need to hide because there's going to be a scary guy right up there. I remember him. I can kill him if I need to. But I don't think I ever have to come back up here. Oh, right. This is a bit tricky. Ugh, I never like that jump. I always hate it. Even though it doesn't really get me killed very often or anything. This reminds me of a similar drop in Dark Souls 3, but in Dark Souls 3 you have to fight a bunch of guys and it's scary. With this one you don't have to fight anybody right away. In fact, the guys that I would fight down here won't even appear until I've dropped down, so I can't snipe them from above.
Queen Marika, mother to us all.
Oh, this is what I'm here to do. I wasn't even sure where this was. Now I am.
Many who would threaten or distress thee, and quelled each and all. And I hereby swear to never cease. So please, grant me thy grace. Leave me with my solitary light.
Alright, I've done both of these already. And I have them at +10.
Queen Marika, take not... I would not. Am I not pure? Defile thee, I would never. I ask, why wouldst thou think to purloin from me? Deignest thou not to look upon me? All this time, I held in my heart only thee.
So now I have two versions of a sword, but the main reason I used that is because I just don't like him, because he kept invading me. Jorun I don't mind. Jorun I'll give the Grace one to, even though I already have her Spirit Summon. I also have a copy of her weapon, which I actually grabbed the first time. But I like her. Queeline, I don't like. He was a jerk. I guess I don't really need to do the rest of this yet. I can do it when I get around to doing Shadow Keep, which I will do after a few other steps have been taken care of. Again, I don't actually think that you have to do most of these other steps before you do Shadowkeep, but I am going to continue to trust my dreaded informer there. That might be where I'm supposed to go. Well, that's definitely not where I'm supposed to go. So one of these two paths is going to have to be the right one. Okay, no, I don't want to do that yet. I have a bad feeling that might lead down. And that's what I'm supposed to avoid. I don't want to go down, I want to go sideways. Yes, this is correct. Here we go. This is where I want to be. Whoa! Okay. That was, yeah, kind of messed up. Probably should have sniped from it a little bit further away. Yeah, I've been caught on that a couple of times for sure. What the? Why did I lose target? Why am I not shooting the right place? What's going on? This bat has anti-radar or something. Okay, run. This isn't going properly. When things start to get out of hand, I like to just leave and relocate. That usually gives me the reset I need. Oh no, I've unleashed the abyss! I didn't mean to do that. Boy, you really wouldn't want to be under the castle when that happens. Dry as a bone. Yep, it's just that fast. Am I going to take the time to grab one of those sites of grace, or do I just leave right now? I don't really want to fight any of the stick worms. Maybe I'll go a little bit translucent to give myself some breathing room. Okay, there was nothing to worry about. Sometimes there's a giant crab or something else hiding in the building. Now, I think what I actually have to do is I have to go all the way to St. Trina's resting place to get him to go there, but we'll see for fun.
I had something I wished. I'm heading south.
Oh,
I've
never mind.
recalled something that Sir Moore said. He discovered deep purple water lilies blooming on the southern shore. That must be where St. Trina was left to wither away. I'm heading south to the shore, Sir Moore.
I'm guessing
heading
that's
south
the
to the
loop.
shore.
All right. I try not to do that while I'm recording, but I just started the session and I don't want to wait for half an hour to an hour before I drink my tea. As far as underground areas go, this is a surprisingly open and epic one. Ah, yes, those annoying little dudes. If they have a weakness to something, I haven't managed to find it yet. They don't. Most of them are weak to fire, or at least it works on them, even if they aren't weak to it. But these guys seem to be kind of resistant to fire, from my experience. At least more so than the other ones usually are. Oh, he saw me. Uh-oh. Yeah, that didn't improve my situation. Now I'm dealing with multiples of them. So what happened there? I went up the other way and then apparently came across from beneath. Okay, they can be backstabbed, so I must have just been a little off. Or the elevation was screwing with me. Which, probably more likely the elevation was screwing with me. Yeah, it would appear elevation's pretty important. If you're even slightly off, you don't get the backstab. Oh, I fucking hate that. And I knew it was coming too. I was thinking about it about a minute and a half ago. I was like, oh, at some point I'm going to go through that horrible drop thing they do. Oh, they're really everywhere down here, aren't they? I can tell already the elevation's going to be off and I'm not going to get it, but maybe I can knock them off the cliff. Oh! I already have their equipment, so I don't think they can even drop anything I care about at this point. Wait. There was probably an item on that right there, and I already picked it up. I do that stuff so instinctively I don't necessarily register that I've done it, but I assume this little cliff edge was here because there was an item on it. That's usually how it works. Oh, now how did you know I was here? IS string, if I made the drawstring stuff, which of course there's not really any point in doing if you have weapons that are always attuned to some affinity or another. I don't think there is anything over there, so I actually don't care about leaving him. Wait, oh wait, there's probably something up there, isn't there? Well, there is definitely something up there. Love is not a part of the body, unless you mean the penis. Yeah, no one should throw away their penis under any circumstances. Yeah, you can't give salvation without a penis. Everybody knows that. The irony being, unless I've wildly misunderstood the metaphor happening here, the other self they got rid of was their female persona. So presumably slightly less penis related than I was implying. Maybe there isn't actually anything up here. Oh, there is. Oh, is there ever? And it's blue and glowy. There we go. I'm happy. If they want to chase me, they can. I'll fight them if they're determined enough, but otherwise I'm just leaving. Yeah, I didn't think they were exactly going to sprint for me. If they stick with it, they'll get over here. Otherwise, they'll wander off at some point. Now, the birds are only really a problem because they make it slightly harder to deal with the worms, the ball worms, the worms made of balls, the eyeballs, the ball eyes, whatever they are, the eyes with balls, the balls with eyes, and lasers. Do these things have an actual enemy name in the wiki somewhere or in the game files? Maybe something other than eyes with balls and lasers? Or balls with eyes and lasers? I don't think anybody is doubting what I'm talking about. I think they know what I mean. But I'm sure they have a real name. Oh, I don't know what that is, but I know I'm not going to be able to walk away from it when it's that close. Okay, I didn't need that. Oh, I am not getting back up. I probably should have guessed that was going to be the case. Oh my god, it's... Okay, right. This guy's got special powers that I want no part of. He's like a death-right bird. I think he shoots a crazy like blast of lasers from his wings. Am I crazy? Am I remembering right? I don't really want to give him a chance. But I think that's why his wings are all messed up and weird. Didn't quite grasp how much jumping down to this boat was a one-way trip. Okay, here we go. I can get back up this way. I don't really want to be this close to the ball eye laser thingies. I don't remember which one. I think the ones that shoot lasers are all standing straight up and facing, so I think I can probably just sneak up on this guy and I don't need to worry. Yeah, everything seems fine. They didn't shoot me. And that's what I care about. Okay, that guy has lasers. He's a laser eye. I wish his eye was a weak point. But I don't care that this is slow. What I care about is that he doesn't shoot me. I think I could survive that fall, but I'm not actually that confident. Okay. Why is smithing stone 4 though? Why would a bird have that? Maybe birds build a lot of things with smithing stones. I'm a little close to him. My instinct is that he can zap me from there, but we'll see. Yep. Oh, there's no way. Yeah, I didn't think so. So I'm probably going to have to drop aggro somehow before I'm going to be able to shoot that guy. Oh. Oh, maybe I'm out of range now. There we go. He seems to be taking more damage than the last one did. I wonder if the eye is a weak point that I managed to peg it. What was that sound? Oh! That was one of those guys trying to get to me. And succeeding! Shit, I don't want to get closer to that guy. Well, he seems to know where I am. Oh, maybe not. Okay, he's moving away. How about here? Could you get me from here? Okay. In that case. Yeah, I actually do seem to do bonus damage when I manage to, I'm guessing, hit the eye. Oh, wow, that was dumb. Just got the... No, that was dumber. To get all the way to that point and have to do it all over again is very, very frustrating. All right, one moment. Had to make an adjustment. They were getting a little bit uncomfortable on the old noggin. All right, that didn't go well. Wait, what's happening here? Oh, I'm at a different location. Right, another one further along. Wait, what's going on? Why did it drop off that much? Oh, of course. All right, let's do this. I gotta pay attention to what that guy's doing. Okay, yeah, I was afraid of that. I think he might have just... Oh, no, okay. Apparently he stayed in the air long enough not to die. Okay, that's too close. I've already been through this with that guy. So I was attacked from behind and had to run forward to save myself. Now the question becomes, is this one going to shoot me? Because I think it might. Yeah, I was afraid of that. Okay. There we go. Uh-oh. Sprint. I think that's all I can do. There are 2 or 3 more. And you can probably take them out up close if you sprint at them. But I bet you can guess why I usually don't do that. I don't need to waste arrows on this, unless I can't target them. I can manually target them. So you're telling me I was in range of that other one, but those ones aren't in range of each other? That seems like bullshit to me. I'm doing all this for whatever that item is. Do I even know if that's worth it? In the base game, I actually think they would be taking each other out. Okay, that wasn't worth it. I thought that led to the same place. I thought they connected to each other. Oh, that's not getting any less annoying. Oh, I wasted a sacrificial twig. Hardly the worst thing in the world. I forgot to switch back. I often do. Well, now that I've picked everything up, why don't I see if I can just sneak my way past all of it? boy. Nope, is the answer to that question. You cannot sneak past all of it. Alright, what do I do now then? Don't really know how to fight those things with a sword, because I don't usually do it. Alright, I already know I'm too close to that thing. I've been through this twice, 3 times now. I think I'm just going to have to accept that trying to precisely hit from this range is not really worth the effort. And just take the fact that I'm hitting him. Although I actually do. Oh no! Okay, that's really officially getting on my nerves in an extreme way. I know that the fundamental design idea of the Dark Souls series typically circles back to the idea that if you're facing one direction, something is going to attack you from behind unless you're constantly monitoring it. And that's, you know, a legitimate lesson to teach people. If you don't pay attention to what's behind you, it's going to kill you. That doesn't mean it doesn't get annoying after a while, though. I think I managed to get that one in the blast, which I wasn't even sure still worked, because those other ones weren't catching each other in each other's range. Oh no, okay, right. I still have to deal with these guys. You know, there are lots of enemies that are hard and do a lot of damage and attack from a long range, but most of them are not this annoying. Oh, I think he's gonna shoot me. Okay, I think... Oh, he's not. There's another one up there. Shit. There might even be 2 up there. I can't quite remember. But do I care that much about what's up there? I've picked it up already, whatever it is. Oh. Oh, that's the... Okay, that's the other one. There actually aren't any up there. Never mind. Good. That was it. I don't have to deal with them anymore. Well, I have to deal with that one. Okay, are we done with all the balls? Do I still have to suck balls? Oh, nope, not quite. Well, I hope there wasn't anything up there, because that was a one-way trip. I can probably level up. That'll make my life a little less stressful. Okay. Prepare for what I know I'm going to deal with. Holy arrows. Wrong one. Okay, then. Oh, that works. Oh, thank God. I was running out of those. Okay. My hitbox got fucked with, but then his got fucked with too, so now I feel a little better. I think this thing really does kind of take forever to kill and probably isn't really worth it, but let's see if I can stack this enough on it to make a difference. Yeah, okay. It's the bleed that actually does the bulk of the work. The fire part of the damage is doing fuck all, but the bleed is helping. Oh, 7 smithing stone 8. A thought just occurred to me. Maybe it's holy damage they're weak to. Nope. Alright, well now I know. There isn't a site of grace in front of the boss, I don't think. So I am going to want to save my flasks for that fight. Or maybe there is. There almost always is. I'm probably wrong. Okay, I knew he was there. He does not drop anything that I care about. He might drop a sword or something like that, but I don't care about it. That's what matters, is whether I care about it. So with that in mind, I'm going to try and sneak past him, and if I can't, I'm probably just going to try and sprint past him. Not that those guys are that hard for me to deal with anymore, although, given the late game area scaling, he is hard to deal with. But if I don't need his stuff, there's not really any reason to give myself a headache. Oh, I bet you there's something up there. I must have been here before. I wouldn't have never noticed that across my previous 3 playthroughs. Yeah, it doesn't say new, so I have picked all of that up before. I just don't... Okay, there's the Site of Grace. So I was utterly full of it. There is the Site of Grace right by the boss fight. I didn't need to hang on to my flasks. Yeah, it's a weird site. And I don't know what it's supposed to mean. I don't think animals give a shit whether everything is congealed. I don't see why they would worship congealing. Alright, I'm not even going to try and fight this guy solo because I don't have any interest in putting myself through that. Some of the bosses in the DLC are just so insanely difficult that I fully accept I'm going to have to fight them conventionally with my mimic. What's this? Oh, of kicking. Okay, I don't need that. Nope. There we go. Oh, I remember where it is. It's in the first list. There we go. Still on light load. I'm so used to this being fog-walled, but that's because I'm used to being summoned in as a cooperator. I fight this boss way more often getting summoned in co-op than I do solo. This is one of those bosses that hit this one, Mesmer, and obviously the big baddie at the end of the DLC. Those are the 3 that I get summoned for the most by far. I think one time, and one time only, I get about 5 or 6 seconds before he charges. So I gotta accomplish a lot in that 5 or 6 seconds. Uh-oh. I'm not sure what's going on. Why can't I summon my mimic? Thiolliers is basically useless against this boss. Okay, here we go. I'm a little amazed I lived through that. I wonder why I get all the aggro at the moment. I barely hit the guy. God, yeah, that pretty much always gets me every time I fight the guy, at least once. Well, so much for that brief little window before he shows up. Now he just shows up instantly as soon as you walk into the room. So that lovely opportunity to put everybody in a nice safe bubble is gone. If you time it just right, you can use an item and you'll end up using it as you fall. But the timing is not easy to get right. I really hate this guy. I really do. He's just about... He's not my most hated boss by any stretch, but I really do hate him. I don't think he's fun or particularly well-designed fight at all. And I really have no idea how I'm supposed to deal with this. Oh, I'm supposed to jump over it is what I'm supposed to do. Except when it lingers afterwards like that, it really does look like jumping over it's just going to get you killed. So that's my defense for why I didn't realize that at first. Oh, not again. Oh, wow, okay. I'm so used to his defenses being off the charts, but that's probably because most of the people who summoned me for co-op don't have skadoosh bits. And so he takes generally about 6 or 7 minutes of sustained damage to kill in co-op. Thankfully, it doesn't matter if Thiolliers survives the fight, which I'm very glad for because I think he did survive, so it would have been fine this time. But Putrescent Knight is not one of those bosses that it would be easy to keep a summons alive against. I should just briefly, I don't think there's anything that I'm going to read that I'm not already familiar with, but
Trina.
There he is.
Trina. What velvety ambrosia is this? Your poison and the
it would have been so
sweet
much
of
funnier if
all.
he'd said, "What velvety bullshit is
please.
this?"
Let me hear your voice.
I mean, I get why they didn't say that.
Hello. Thank you for your help. Without it, I wouldn't have seen St. Trina again. I'm drifting off in the sea of her poison. Soon, I will hear her voice. Let me be. I won't be long.
Interestingly, this guide really does leave
I
everything
almost
for
forgot. You
the shadow
follow
keep for
my
after
example.
everything else, except for the finger
Trina's
ruins.
poison would
Just
plunge
about.
you
Which I
into
don't
an
think you actually
eternal
have to do.
slumber. It must be me, and only me.
Okay, hopefully that doesn't turn out to be your downfall.
I am gone, adrift in sleep, so that I may hear St. Trina's lost voice. Let me be. I won't be long. So that I may hear. Let me be.
I don't think I would have done this as many times as it takes if I hadn't read a guide that told me. Really glad I hadn't still been wearing the sacrificial twig at that point. I'm doing a bit of reading ahead, but I shouldn't. It doesn't. I don't need to worry about the shadow keep until I go there to do it, which I've now decided is going to be quite a bit later. I wonder if anyone is, I'm sure they have, I don't know if they've put it on the internet yet though. I wonder if anyone has picked apart the layers of St. Trina.
Share your voice with me. Grant me more of your poison. That
This should be the
might
time that I
drift
finally hear
further
something.
into sleep. Perhaps then you'll grace me with your voice.
Oh, I can't zoom in because that function doesn't exist in a safe zone. It definitely looks like the head's kind of sticking out the side of the body. Well, body. Flower petals, I guess.
Miguel, stop.
How do you make teenage boys stop doing something?
Turn the poor thing into a god.
I wonder if Thiolliers will be happy to find out what I heard.
Please, leave me alone. I'll thank you not to lie to me. I am the chosen, not you. Only I can doze off in the sea of St. Trina. Why would you hear her voice when I cannot? If you should utter these cruel untruths to me again, I won't be held responsible for my actions. Please, enough. I cannot believe your cheek. And I will stand for it no longer. I will never forgive you. I will never...
I'm just curious about one thing.
I will never forgive you.
Huh,
For your
there you go.
trespass, you will know my poison.
I was pretty sure there were at least a couple of things the guide had slightly off, and this is one of them. You don't actually have to take to imbibe an additional time. You just have to exhaust his dialogue, and then he will invade you.
Why did you mislead me? Such strength, but for what?
So my instinct was that it was resetting the area that causes him to invade, not imbibing the nectar.
I was no good to anyone. Beginning to end, weak as a kitten, and thick as two planks. I suppose dying in disgrace is fitting, in a way. Tell me, assuming you spoke the truth, what did...
It would be Mikula's prison. A caged divinity is beyond saving.
Do I need to do it one more time, or is that it?
Tell me, assuming you... What did...
Oh, nope, I guess I did. Okay, you know what? So he was right. I did need to do it 3 times. So I might as well have done it. Okay, so I was right about it being reloading the area that causes the invasion, but he was right that I needed to actually imbibe it 3 more times, not 2.
You must kill Mikula. Grant him forgiveness.
Okay, that should be the last one, I think.
assuming what did... You are a wretched, wretched soul. A nightmare could plague me. Such a thing couldn't possibly be. Could it? Trina, please let me hear your voice in my everlasting slumber. Trina, let me hear your voice in my everlasting slumber. Trina, in my ever.
Yeah, I think that takes care of everything in the stone fissure. So next up will be the jagged peak. Which means, I guess, I will be fighting Bale next. That'll be exciting. And probably very hard.